big day is finally here, and we are out at Ultra South Africa, the 10th anniversary. It is a big one, 4 stages, incredible acts both locally and internationally, and we as Vibe Check have all the action lined up for you. Kalibitso ke nna Boipelo Mooketsi, your radio bay, and this is Vibe Check. Let's go!
Ultra Johannesburg, thank you so much! We're just two brothers from a small town named Benoni, but we own you today! 1, 2, 3, let's go! And of course, the whole of Joburg's in the house. Thank you very much. We love you guys.
We are backstage for our exclusive chat with the one, the only, the head honcho of Ultra South Africa, Shaun Duvet. Hello, Shaun.
Hello, how are you? Thank you very much for having me, and welcome to the greatest show in Africa,
yes,
in the world.
I'm excited to be here. And firstly, and I'm sure you get this a lot, what does it take to put an event of this magnitude together? It's your 10th anniversary. That says a lot about the success of the festival. So let us into what it really takes from pre-production to production to all of it. Take us through.
It's a lot of passion, it's a lot of heart, it's a lot of love. It's a lot of love for dance music.
Yeah.
You know, it's got to start there, but more importantly, it's the teams in the background that make this unbelievable show happen, and I think it's important to call out them, from the production teams to the photographers, the videographers, you know, the artists, the DJs. I mean, it's an entire, you know, massive production of people. It's over 1,000 people that we kind of employ and get on board to make all the magic happen. You know, we basically plan for the next year, you know, with a year in advance. So as we announce the next year, we start getting going, and we have an incredible team of people. I want to shout out to all of them. And just, you know, the support of the South African fans is just what's also been so integral in building Ultra South Africa to what it is today.
Yeah.
And, you know, and just also the global community that we have with all the DJs around the world, Ultra worldwide, you know, with the festival being in everywhere from Miami to Australia to Ibiza to Japan to Croatia. And the beauty of Ultra is that we have this incredible worldwide network that, you know, is all about community, and it's about culture, and it's about the love of music ultimately being the center point of it all. And yeah, I guess putting the show and the production together takes a lot of time, energy, passion, blood, sweat, tears, and a bit of madness as well. You know?
I can imagine. Now, speaking of network, right, you have some of the best artists from across the world and even here in South Africa on your lineups year after year. How do you maintain that consistency, and how important is it to nurture those kind of relationships and networks?
You know, the beauty and the opportunity to work with all of these incredible DJs across the world, you know, so bringing Ultra to South Africa has, you know, the ability to work with this beautiful international talent. And one of the key factors in driving, you know, Ultra South Africa is also showcasing our talent to the rest of the world. So people all over the world see the content. So right now we've got our groove room going with everybody from Tucson to Maporiza to Durban Gogo, you know what I mean? We've got the whole team here, and it's that, you know, just to have that ability to bring that into an international festival and, you know, showcase that to the rest of the world is unbelievable. So it's a family. I think that's what Ultra, what makes it important, and, you know, staying in touch with the music and the relevance and just bringing it all together is what it's all about.
We are out at Ultra South Africa, and as you know, it's one of the most iconic festivals in the country. And speaking of iconic, I'm sitting next to 2 gentlemen who are well on their way to certifying their names right next to that word, iconic. I'm talking about 2 Bunnies. Hello, 2 Bunnies. How are you? I'll start this side.
We're very blessed. Thanks for having us, man.
Oh man, I'm glad to have you here. Now, I want to quickly chat to you guys about this moment, the experience, and all of it. Now, I want to know from you, when you got the call to be on the lineup at Ultra, the 10th anniversary, the very big one, what did that moment mean to you?
I mean, you know, Ultra is a
is very special in the dance community, so it's an honor to be here. And we're really grateful that they called on us to come and give them a good show. We're going to give them a crazy show. Yeah, man, we're truly blessed to be here.
Absolutely. Now, I know that you are globetrotters. You are internationally acclaimed as well. What does it take to actually get onto an international stage and prepare for a set internationally in front of all the other global acts as well?
I think it's a lot of practice. I think also like studying the market where you're going to be playing. It takes a lot to, study the crowd where you're going to be playing and present to them what you think will best, work for them and what they will enjoy. It's not just about playing for yourself, but playing for the people, entertaining the people and giving them a taste of what we like and blending it with what they like as well and just giving them a good show overall,
Oh, man, sounds incredible. Now, I know that fashion plays a very big part in your sets and in your lives. I can see that. But now I want to know, and I'm pretty sure you've got the question a lot, why the mask? Are you hiding your identity? You don't want us to know who's behind the mask for Two Bunnies?
No, we're just giving this DJ thing a little bit of an edge. We're coming with a little bit of edge. No one has this look and this feel, so we had to come with it first, you know what I mean? And we're doing it the best.
Oh, come on. I know that's right. Now, for tonight, I know that you will soon be on stage. I cannot wait to explore your performance and go through the motions of it all. What have you prepared for us here tonight?
It's a special dance music set, a bit of piano, a bit of three-step, a bit of Afrotech, but it's a very special set and, just blends in a bit of everything that we've been playing, like from the international stuff to the local stuff. Things that are charting, songs that are charting, songs like that are still coming up. So we're introducing people to good music, So, yeah.
Good music, we love it. Now 2025 is almost halfway through the year. Any one of you can take this, but how is the rest of the year looking in terms of projects, in terms of tours? What can we expect from Two Bunnies?
We're outside, eh? We're outside. That's all I can say, we're outside. Until next year, we're outside again.
Yes, come on, and that's both in South Africa and outside, ne?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh man, I absolutely love it. Thank you so much for your time, gents. All the very best for that performance. I will be there front and center. Now, behind the scenes is where we get all the scoops right here on Vibe Check. And I'm sitting with a DJ who has blessed us on 5FM, who's blessed us locally here in South Africa and abroad. His name is Lelo. What's good?
What's good? How are you, man?
Oh, man, I'm fantastic. What's good with you, Lelo?
I mean, you know what? We here at Ultra. I played an amazing set. I looked fresh. You know what? The vibes are good, so I'm happy. Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm happy to see you. I want to know, what does it take to prepare for a gig like this? I mean, to play at Ultra is no small feat, and this year is their 10th anniversary. It's a big one. What did it take for you to prepare for your performance today?
So for me, I take my craft very seriously, and obviously I always prepare my music before as well, because I want to share like my musical journey with people and my taste and my sound, and just give them a bit of me. So yeah, just preparing those two things are super important for me.
Man, I absolutely love it. And there are many people who are on the lineup on all 4 stages. Who are you looking forward to seeing most tonight and why?
I'm all for like representation and just like inclusion, especially within dance music, because I think for a very long time, like dance and electronic has been so gatekept by straight men. You know what I mean? So it's beautiful when people like myself and like women as well come through and they just do their thing and they do it amazingly. So yeah, I'm super happy for them. Yeah.
Oh, man, I absolutely love that. Now, speaking of representation, right, you represent the queer community. What does this kind of moment mean? You kind of touched on it, but to see the queer community on global stages as they should, what does that mean to you, just as Lelo and also as a global icon in the making, of course?
Yeah. For me, first of all, I just want to say, dance and electronic would be nothing without the queer community. Queer people started house music, for example. So it means a great deal that we can get this far, and you know what I mean. And we're still pushing boundaries. And I hate that we're even coining it as like we're pushing boundaries. We should be here anyways, you know what I mean? Already included. But, it's a great feat for me as well. I'm trying to open doors for a lot of other queer artists and DJs who are trying to be in the space like that. So for me, representing them in the way that I am makes me super proud in the work that I do.
Man, and you do such incredible work. If you've never experienced a Lelo What's Good set, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry for you.
Without further ado, South Africa, are you ready for the next DJ? Right now, let's say hello to Kashmir!
Vibe check on 5FM, and we are hanging out with someone who is going to be headlining the stage tonight, and I'm so super excited to be chatting to him. A record producer, a DJ, a songwriter, also used to be part of a hip-hop duo, and I'm going to ask him a little bit about that.
Oh no.
Please welcome Kashmir.
Hey.
And the crowd goes insane.
And the crowd goes wild. Thank you.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing fabulous.
Oh man, you look like you're doing fabulous.
Yeah.
All decked out in your black and white.
Hey, we match a little bit.
We really are. We
Yeah,
really
we do.
are. Now, I want to know, you are someone who fuses a lot of heritage and culture into your music, into your performances.
Yeah.
So take us through your music journey and how you incorporate your cultural and heritage in it.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so going back to the beginning, I was just making beats on my computer. I was a little nerdy kid. I was on my computer a lot already.
Yeah.
So when the music software came out, I just started learning it, came natural, and I started to rap a little bit. I mean, my walls were covered with rappers. That was all I listened to. So these were guys like the West Coast guys, Snoop, Exhibit, Dr. Dre,
The OGs.
Corrupt.
Yeah.
Anyway, I got into high school and everybody wants to be a rapper while I was growing up. So I would say, oh, come to my mom's house. I'll charge you $15 an hour to make you a beat.
Wow.
Blah, blah, blah. And it was like really getting thrown into the fire because, sometimes they'd be getting patient with you. I'm on the clock and they're like, hey, make me a beat faster and then that. So I'd have to get quicker and quicker. So it was a good school that I went to, basically, of hard knocks for learning how to make beats. And then me and my friend, we started our own group. We got popular in the Bay Area, where I'm from, the San Francisco Bay Area. Got a song on the radio, and we said, hey, let's go down to LA and take our shot there.
Yeah.
I go down to LA, and one of the sessions that I do producing for people is the Far East Movement. I make Like a G6. Like a G6 goes #1 in the United States and 12 other countries too. And then all of a sudden, we're not the guys knocking on the door, we're in the door, and people are treating us like we're royalty. What they really want to do is get you to make a hit for them, that's what they want. They say, wait, we want one of those. And, it doesn't exactly work like that. So what followed was me trying to figure out my identity as kind of a producer, not only in hip hop, but then going into pop music. And, sometimes I had really good success. Other times it didn't quite click. Some guys that I really connected with were Enrique Iglesias. I ended up doing the English songs on the last album that he did. And then Robin Thicke, we connected. Selena Gomez and I connected. We did a few songs. I did a single for her. And, it was beautiful, but I would look around at the guys who were really killing it. Like Benny Blanco was a friend. Dr. Luke was a friend. And these guys, it seemed like pop music came very naturally to them. And I realized I was falling in love with dance music. And the reason is because I love to get in the room kind of by myself and slowly craft, and then it comes to life and it becomes this world through music. But these guys had much better interpersonal skills, which is important when you're making pop music and you're working with writers and everything. When I realized in dance music, I could kind of create this world in my head and do a lot of ML. Sometimes I work with vocalists, but I realized I was getting more rewarded in dance music for the skill set that came naturally to me. And that's when I transitioned. In the beginning, to get my feet wet, I was doing what they call ghost producing, where if there was a DJ he didn't know how to produce, I was helping him a little bit with his music. And in the process, I really learned how to make dance music. And then when I was ready to, I just fully went into Kashmir mode. And you asked about my heritage. Growing up, I actually, I wasn't all this proud Indian guy. Where I went to school was like a lot of Latinos, and I would speak Spanish, and I kind of fit in with the Mexicans, honestly, because it was around 9/11 happened, and people were kind of racist against brown people, like Indian people and stuff like that. I didn't want to go to university.
Okay.
And that's when they sent me to India to live with my grandparents. And I think that's when I got more in touch with my Indian side, and I started to become more proud of it. 6 years later, maybe from that trip to India, that's when I started my own solo project. And I wanted to call it Kashmir because that's where my family is from. And so when I started this new project, I said, well, I wanted it to be personal, something about my heritage. And then I also started to put Indian sounds into it. And at first I wasn't sure if people would like it, if they wouldn't like it. And they really responded well to it.
Oh, I love that.
When something is true to you, you know, it's like people, there's this thing when people are writing music, and I bet when they're coming up with ideas in general, they say, oh, could people relate to it? It's the number one bullshit. I hate it when people say that. Can people relate to it? Because when you watch somebody, you're not trying to watch someone that looks like you, that acts like you. You're trying to get a window into somebody else's world.
Yes.
Think about why we love Tupac, right?
Exactly.
Were you a Tupac fan?
Creativity, absolutely.
He's so passionate. Can I relate to the thug life? I can't relate to that, but I love the passion. I want a window into his world. I don't want Tupac making coffee and arguing with his neighbor about the lawn. I want, you know what I mean? I get that already. I want the window into this whole other world. So when people are coming up with ideas and they say, oh, well, people can people relate to it? Don't worry about that. Make it an expression of yourself, and then the people come in to you. You attract the people. You're not out there, oh, can I relate to you? Can I relate to you? Just be yourself, and they'll come to you.
I love that. I love that.
And now, you know, hindsight is 2020. I can say that. When I was making these Indian influenced dance songs, in my head, half of me was thinking, oh, no one's gonna like this. No one's gonna care about this. But then time showed me and history showed me that me doing the thing that was most interesting to me, the people came. And not just Indian people. Korean people really loved it, and Chinese people and Japanese people. I was like, what do you guys even like about this Indian music I'm putting? But they loved it and they fell in love with this. So it's not about you trying to relate to people. You do your own thing and the people will come.
They will come naturally. I love that. And speaking of people loving what you are doing, you are about to bless a South African crowd yet again. How would you say experiencing a South African crowd is any different to anywhere else in the world?
There's a lot of energy and excitement, and almost like everybody is one. Everybody's, even as I walk through the crowd and watch other people's shows, and it's a little bit more like a community than you would feel in America, where everyone's maybe a little bit more doing their own thing. Dance music is an exception. It makes everyone a community, to be fair. Even, you know, America, which is, you know, rightfully accused sometimes of everybody being an individual and doing their own thing. Dance music actually brings out that nice community vibe. But here it's like even another level. I felt like I bumped into a guy yesterday, right? I was walking through the crowd. And afterward, he's turned around and he gives me a little hug, you know. He just wants to make sure, hey, you know, it's all good.
Called, you know what it's called? It's called Ubuntu. That's what we call it, yes. It's literally us showing love for the people across the world, whether they from here or not. We embrace them. It's Ubuntu, that's what we call it in our country. Now, we gotta go. Right? But in 3 words, what can we expect from your performance this evening on that main stage?
Ooh.
3 words, 3.
Great question. Exclusive.
Yes.
Because of the edits and stuff I made just for you guys.
Period.
Classics. And India. India's going to be represented too. India's going to be represented, man. Jai Hind.
There we go. Thank you so much for your time. I cannot wait to see you give us your all on that main stage. And thank you so much for coming through to South Africa.
Ubuntu?
Ubuntu.
Ubuntu.
Yes, that's what it's called. Awesome. We are. We came, we saw, we absolutely conquered. Ultra 2025, the 10th edition, was an absolute vibe, and you can consider that a vibe checked. We'll catch you at the next hottest event right here in South Africa.